Back in Week 13, the Browns lost a shootout in their first matchup against the Texans. Can Houston sweep the series? Find out next on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage on National Football League is on the air. Straight ahead, it's Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a great one in store between the Cleveland Browns and the Houston Texans. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the postseason on EA Sports. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, that's really all I need to say to get you fired up. It's the postseason on EA Sports.
And no one's more fired up than the guys who are going to be playing in this game. This is what they fought for all year long. Go back to the OTAs, the mini camps, training camp, throughout the season to get to the playoffs. The intensity level will be off the charts.
Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC wildcard game. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. And they're led out by their mobile quarterback out of West Virginia. It's Geno Smith.
And he comes off of a really good regular season with over 4,000 yards passing. And now in the playoffs, people always ask the question, do you continue to play the way you played in the regular season? Do you turn it loose? Or do you tone it down a little bit? I think you've got to be smart. But make sure you show the defense something they haven't seen before.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. And again, it's Chubb. And this time he won't even make it back to the line of scrimmage as they stop him in his tracks. There goes a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And that's caught inside the 35. And they'll work this down inside the 30. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years. The arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one. Now Geno on 1st down. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
But depending on the team, they call that an explosive play or a chunk play, the one that they got on the previous one. They tried to go back and get another one, didn't they?
They did, but unsuccessful on that 2nd attempt. Now the throw pulled in by Anderson. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 15-yard line. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Smith. They set up the screen to Chubb. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
And when you're throwing the ball downfield really well like they have been on this drive, it's really a nice time to work one of the screen plays in. One of my favorite play callers in the game has always told me he starts every game with 10 to 12 screens because if he starts feeling the pressure from the defense, he uses their aggressiveness against them.
And he takes this one in for a Brown score. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Browns will strike first here in this wild card matchup. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. They're led out by last season's comeback player of the year in his third season now. It's Joe Burrow. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. Right back to Njoku. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Well, they told us that he was just going to be a bear to defend, and usually tight ends are, Charles, but he's no exception to that rule. His second catch of the opening possession, and it gets him a first down.
Yeah, and they certainly saw something on his earlier reception. He went back and reported what he found. And one of the things about him, he's like a wide receiver to me, Brandon. He has a great sense of space and understanding where defenders are.
Yeah, we talk all the time, Charles, that it kind of gets cliche about the hands that he has, but really it's the truth. For a tight end, some of the best hands in the game. Gets this one to Juszczyk. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
And the big guy catches the ball in the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
He's got his tight end, David Njoku, and he's taken down but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A nice pickup of 23 on the third-down conversion. On third down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there, to pick up the first, Charles.
And you use the proper word there, dependable, and sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can...
And he'll take this one in for the Texans touchdown. Alexander Mattison, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Texans are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And we are tied at 7. That time a 6-play drive. And it was capped off by a touchdown scamper from Alexander Mattison. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now the Browns coming out on the field. They just did manage to sneak into the playoffs as a 6th seed, so it's a tough road ahead. They know that. They would need to win 3 games on the road in January. But, hey, here's the bottom line. There's 18 other teams that wouldn't mind being in this spot right about now.
Yeah, and you had to stick it to them, didn't you? Those 18 who are sitting at home right now. But you're exactly right about that. Your point about how daunting this is well taken, because it all depends on their mindset at this point. How do they break it down so they're not looking at this whole big road and saying to themselves, we got no shot. You got to break it down.
The start of the second quarter, and it's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now Smith. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Dexter Lawrence. What an effort from him on that play. Big tackle for a loss of 11.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense. So he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Smith pushes him over. He did it again. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
They should have put the coverage guys into stress on that one. They probably were going deep, and it's going inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
They'll come to the line here, needing 9 yards to pick up the 1st. From the gun, here's Smith. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Throwing now is Geno. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. They'll try the draw now with Chubb. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 18 yards that time to push him up, 1st and goal.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances. And he picks up nice yardage on that one.
They'll run with Chubb. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he will push his way forward down about the 3-yard line. Another gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
When you go from 2nd to 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play.
Yeah, 1st round went to the offense, 2nd round the defense. Now Smith on 3rd and goal. Being chased out left. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Boy, such a good drive. You hate to have it end in 3. You think about going for it?
Absolutely. I mean, the fact that they moved the ball so well should lead you to the decision that maybe we should go for it right here. Also, as a head coach, show some confidence in your team. Let them know you think they can go get it.
So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
So now we get set to see Houston for their 2nd drive of the ball game. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now, defensively, you've almost got to get down in those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting him to shreds.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He had over 100 catches in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of this wild card game. A reminder, as we did all through the regular season, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman at halftime. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. He's got Njoku over the middle. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense in every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
He'll be brought down short of the 15. Really good move on the run. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Here's Madison getting it again on 2nd. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They'll try to get it on the ground with Madison. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And now they will throw it with Burrow. he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Final play of the half for Burrow and company. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Chris Godwin in the final seconds of the first half. And the Texans have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it down. For postgame because we are moving right through halftime and on to the third quarter. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Both teams trying to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And it's a pretty good return here, so we'll get this up to the 29. And the Texans getting ready to go here to begin the third quarter. And they're in a position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
After the sack on first down, Burrow. That is caught by Lamb. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before it's taken down. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. They'll go Madison up the middle. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. Well, they come out and take a look at him. We will step aside for just a moment. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2. A nice grab there for a guy coming off a terrific season, one that saw him have over 100 catches.
And when you have that many catches, that means you're a full part of the offense. And let's face it, he's been as good as anyone in the NFL this year. So it figures he's going to play a big role in whether his team can advance in the playoffs.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay game.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Burrow. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions of what was once a nice drive, stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the 4th down.
The kick by Piñeiro is good, and that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. And looking at it from the defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the third quarter. Here's Nick Chubb as they try to fire up this run game. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Play action. It's Smith. He's going to drop this one down for Chubb. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down. Now Geno. That's caught. It's Demarcus Robinson. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Up the middle, it's Chubb. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Juwan Bentley there to get him down. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. And now we've got flags down. Looked like one of the Browns might have moved.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Still second down. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Geno now to throw. That's caught right side by Anderson. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive. Back now in Houston. It's the Browns with a deficit. They're trailing, but with the football here to start the 4th. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Smith.
Going out wide, finds Chubb. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
To throw again on 2nd down. Smith. There's another catch by the running back, Nick Chubb. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. The Browns on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Smith. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown. Demarcus Robinson. An 18-yard touchdown grab.
And the Browns are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Now comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. When you talk to these guys in training camp, these are the moments they say they live for. You're in a playoff game. It's tied, 4th quarter. Time for somebody to step up.
And can you execute under pressure? Because the pressure is intense right now. No one wants to be responsible for making the error that costs their team. But at the same time, who's going to be responsible for making the play that gives the advantage to your team? Who's going to break out? Just what you said.
And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Caleb Farley. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football.
Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the fourth quarter.
And Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our...
And all the way in, touchdown, Cleveland. Stephon Diggs, 32 yards.
And the Browns have broken our tie and have taken a fourth quarter lead.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now out comes Houston. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the fourth as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Finds his man. It's Kohler. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Here we go. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. This is Alexander Madison out of the backfield with it. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Burrow. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 22 yards there, 1st down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game. It has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
Throwing again, it's Burrow. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns 19. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another 1st. I'll tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. From the red zone now, here's Burrow, 1st down. Got his target, that's Kohler. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
Now it's time to give him credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route. And he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Again, it's Burrow. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete.
And the Texans are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal.
Now Burrow.
And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
And it's caught. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. An incompletion, now a short pickup. That's not going to do it.
Yeah, you got to get to the line of scrimmage quickly.
And he'll get it. He's over for the touchdown. Joe Burrow scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the posts, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for 2 here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, it's been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Tomorrow.
This take it in at the goal line. Cleveland offense making their way out.
And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Yeah, he did not want to go down there as he carries tacklers for a solid gain of 9. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1.
Hey!
They run it again with Chubb. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Now Smith. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. And sensing the momentum maybe changing here a little bit, Charles.
Yeah, this defense going to get up the field quickly, and their offense got them a touchdown last time they had the ball, so they should get another shot.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away.
And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. So now the Texans down by 1. 30 seconds to go.
Here we go.
They've got the crowd behind them, and they need only a field goal to survive and advance to these playoffs.
To throw, Burrow.
And this is caught on the sideline on the feet end. What a catch. An excellent gain, 35 yards.
That's a great job of working the sideline right there. I love how he tracked the football the whole way. Just reached up and pulled it in. Had excellent field presence to understand where he was in order to make that play happen.
Burrow.
And he whips that one incomplete there. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Throwing, Burrow.
Over the middle, he finds Godwin, complete. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Here's Burrow.
Steps away. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. I see you nodding your head up and down. That's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away.
And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left.
So it'll all come down to the right field. Pinheiro.
And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. This to advance to the divisional round. time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So nothing of importance there, just the season on the line, and he puts it home to likely get him through to the division round.
If you're a fan, you're watching this one with your hands over your eyes. But if you're a kicker, this is what you practice for all season long. And this one was never in doubt.
Taken at the goal line. And the Texans are moving on as we say so long, everybody.